Sir Criston Cole, you are up. You are up next on the chopping block. I hope that you have some kind of medical professional on standby because we are really about to drag your ass. Y'all already know that I'm going to be reviewing every episode of House of the Dragon Season 2, just like I reviewed all the episodes of Season 1, which, by the way, you can go watch. I will put a link to the playlist in my description, so make sure you check that. Time to roast Sir Criston! Step on up! How y'all doing, everybody? Gather around. Hope you got your snacks, got whatever you need, because we are about to... Guards! Okay, I thought Sir Criston Cole was getting out of custody, bitch, okay? Sir Criston Cole is here. He is in custody because, of course, he is a traitor to the realm. Viserys did leave clear instructions. Rhaenyra was to ascend the Iron Throne, and yet he's a traitor. So while we have his attention here, guards, make sure his ass... Oh my God. Damn, they don't know how to take care of business sometimes. All right. Sir Criston Cole, you're getting dragged today, and I hate to do this to you because you're hot as hell. Like, look at this picture. Ah! Sir Criston Cole is a lot of things. I can tell you that. Sir Criston Cole is a lot of things, but one thing he ain't is ugly. Now, when in doubt, look at the nose. When in doubt, look at the nose. That's all I'm telling you. It'll give you all the data that's necessary to make a sound judgment. Woo! Sir Criston is fine. But we got to talk about these vows of chastity. We got to talk about them babes. We got to talk about it because we're getting to the first reason why you are so annoying. Okay, you were the one who broke your vows, sir. Remember, you broke them, and yet you are over here condemning Rhaenyra's sexual activity. You were over here calling her a whore, saying that she was brazen and relentless. But if you're gonna hold her up to this puritanical stand, this purist ass standard when it comes to sex, then you need to be living up to it as well, which you definitely didn't. And with a face like that, I can understand why it might be a little difficult. Okay. I get, he can't do the abstinence thing. We seen it. Okay? And he acted like he ain't seen it. It's like, it's not our fault that you can't do the abstinence fucking thing, girl. You set yourself up, babes. I really can't believe that there are some people who genuinely thought that Rhaenyra pressured Sir Criston Cole and that he had no agency and she's a princess, so she had more power and he just had no choice but to break his vows. And I'm just like, bitch, I'm not buying that shit and y'all gonna have to kiss my ass. We're talking about well-known, well-established, kingdom-wide vows, right? Like, we're talking about vows that would have meant that if he broke them, right, he would have got gelded or whatever the fuck, castrated. And sent to the Night's Watch, maybe, or even worse, maybe beheaded or some shit. Like, he would have got his parts chopped. Like, these vows are in place to literally prevent shit like you sleeping with the princess, you know what I mean? As opposed to protecting her. You're supposed to be protecting her, not sleeping with her. And I mean, that could create a whole, division of loyalties. It would create rival and unwanted heirs to the Iron Throne. Anyway, they ain't trying to have none of that shit, okay? They ain't trying to have none of that shit. So the vows that important with that kind of repercussion, bitch, it's like, you stop playing with me. Just stop playing with me. It was his decision. He broke his vows. Stop playing with me, okay? Let's get into the second reason why you're so annoying, Sir Criston Cole. Let's talk about how much like an incel you acted when Rhaenyra rejected your proposal that y'all, run away together or some shit. Oh my God, that whack ass proposal, mama. Oh, you couldn't come up with something else, Sir Criston? You couldn't come up with something else? Now you're walking around here with your face red and your chest tight and your fists clenched, just mad as hell, just clenched, like you're constipated and got diarrhea at the same time. I have no idea what you expected coming to Rhaenyra talking about selling oranges and apples and tangerines and shit in Essos. Like, boy, you really tried it. I'm gonna take my ass from this palace to go become a farmer with your silly, not even a farmer. You didn't say nothing like no farmer. You said we gonna just find some bushels and sell them shits, girl. You got another thing coming, babes. Cyrax waiting for me in the fucking dragon pit, girl. I got a throne sitting on me. You know what I mean? My father about to go. Anyway, I'm about to touch that throne. You need to get out my face, boy. I am not going to Essos. I am not going to Essos, boy. Are you serious? Oh my God. And you didn't even take one moment to look at it from Rhaenyra's point of view. You didn't even take a moment. Because, sir, listen to this. I know that if you're this obsessed with royalty, this obsessed enough to give up the ability to have sexual relations in order to be on the guard, in order to be this sworn knight, you gave all that up. That's how obsessed you are with power and hierarchy and royalty and all that shit. You gave all this shit up. No shade. So that means that you, in Rhaenyra's position, would not have given up the throne for no one night stand. No shade. No shade. No shade. Talking about some, oh, you want me to be your whore? Boy, yes. What are you talking about, boy? Yes, what are you talking about? Play your position. Girl, this is Westeros. What are you talking about? We are in hell. Listen, if I was Rhaenyra, I would be thinking this. I'm betrothed to a man who don't even like women, bro. That's what I'd be thinking as Rhaenyra. Like, I'm smelling poppers in my chambers. I'm tripping over harnesses and vibrators. Like, I'm hearing grinder and jack notifications in my sleep and my nightmares. But at the same time, Laenor and I have an understanding. He gonna do what he does, and I'm gonna do what I want to do, and that's it. Like, you mean to tell me that twunk Laenor has enough sense to want this kind of arrangement, but you can't, Sir Criston Cole, you can't wrap your thick head around this, bro? Like, you gonna have to move out my face. If I was on that ship, I'd be like, bro, you better move out my face before you get pushed off this ship, bro. Like, get out my face. Give up the Iron Throne to go, do what? Do what? Get out my face. And that's why I'm glad Rhaenyra laughed in your face. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to the third reason. Now, the third reason why you're so annoying, Sir Criston Cole, is the fact that you acted like it was Rhaenyra's fault that you broke your oaths. And it was so hilarious to me. Why all of a sudden is Rhaenyra a whore and all this stuff and brazen and relentless now that you're pissed at yourself for breaking your oaths? You wasn't calling Rhaenyra a nasty woman when you were fiending for that puss. So you gonna have to stop playing with me. And Allison, I got something for you too. You are extra corny for thinking this man ain't gonna be just as much of an incel with you, girl. You will not be able to control a weirdo with an ego/entitlement like that. I promise you, mama. So good luck, boo, because it ain't looking too good. Now, the fourth reason, Sir Criston Cole, why you're so annoying is you make fun of Rhaenyra trying to sit on some moral high ground, right? But you haven't even taken a look in the mirror at your violent tendencies. You're supposed to be this sworn knight, this regal protector, whatever, but you have a tendency for impulsive violence, and it's very alarming. You killed that one Joffrey guy, whatever, and then you also killed Lord Beesbury, girl. He didn't even have time to process that shit. You just pressed his head down to the table like it was a stapler, bitch. Like, he didn't have no time to even figure out what was going on, bitch. I mean, in his mind, in Lord Beesbury's mind, he's still at the council meeting. In his mind, he's still at the council meeting, bitch. You pushed his head down just like the ratings went down for Game of Thrones' last season. Like, that head went down, honey. So you got to fix those issues before you talk about whatever Rhaenyra doing in her bedroom. Now, I know what many of you may be thinking at this point, right? Some of you might say, well, Adrian, Daemon Targaryen also has the tendency for impulsive violence. Why don't you have this smoke for him? Why aren't you dragging Daemon as hard as you're dragging Sir Criston Cole? And my answer to that is simple. I'm biased to the blacks when it comes to the Fire and Blood, so you already know that they can do no wrong in my eyes. Let's repeat that. When you are sitting on someone's throne, you need to get on up. Otherwise, they can do no wrong in my eyes. The Greens are morally reprehensible. And I don't care if it makes me a hypocrite to support Rhaenyra's war crimes and then get over here and diminish Sir Criston Cole, because that's exactly what I'm going to do as a Rhaenyra loyalist, as someone who bent the knee. Rhaenyra is the rightful heir. So if you don't want this smoke, get on up off the Iron Throne. Don't play with me. So yeah, that's it. Sir Criston Cole, please somebody take Sir Criston Cole back to his cell so I don't see his face. Well, actually, keep the keep the window open. I was about to say so I don't have to see his face no more, but keep that little slot in the door open so I can see his face a little bit, because I mean, he fine. Like, let's not get that twisted, but take his ass away. On that note, thank you so much for watching. Love y'all so much, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace. Make sure that you're going to www.zeraxia.com. When you join the wait list there on the site, you will be the first to be notified when I drop my sequel. Also, you'll immediately get chapter 1 of my upcoming sequel of the upcoming book sent to your email as a PDF. So check that out. Also, this is a different excerpt from my upcoming book, so you definitely want to pause to read if you're trying to get your life. Keep in mind that this upcoming book, this sequel, is following up the first book that is already released called Zeraxia, Wrath of the God King. I released it a few years ago. It was my introduction to writing fantasy and stuff, so just go easy on me. But either way, as you can see here, it's given 4.9 stars. It's given 4.9 stars. So yeah, check out Zeraxia, Wrath of the God King while you wait for Zeraxia, The Vengeance of Cold Wind, right? And go to Zeraxia.com, sign up, join the wait list, get your free chapter. Thank you so much.